These coming 30 seconds are really important, so please watch without skipping. So in this class, I'll be showing you how you can use the RCDC generated drawings like this and create a submission drawing like this for your client. Okay, so the client generally want the drawing to be in this format, so I'll be showing you how to import a title block like this and how to add all these different drawings to your imported title block. This is basically a submission drawing for our client. Okay, so whatever drawings you're seeing here, I'll provide these drawings to you. Okay, these files, this AutoCAD file and these files I'll provide to you, where you can get the access. You can get the access here in the study material section on the app. Okay, whether you purchase the course or not, I'll provide these files to you. You can come and access it from here for free. Okay, this is a free study material section. Now this class which you're about to watch right now is actually a part of the update that I'm adding to Etabs and RCDC. I'm adding additional 2 to 2.5 hours of content here. I'm taking over a new project, and after taking that project, I'm doing all of this. Okay, all of this with the end goal being a submission drawing like this. Okay, so this update is going to come to the Etabs Safe and RCDC course only. There are five, and I've added some coupon codes here. And if you want to understand about Etabs Safe and RCDC, you can come and watch this particular class. Now there is a difference. Here there was a direct price drop sale, where in which 100 people could have come and bought the course. There was no problem. But here there are limited number of coupon codes. Once the coupon codes are over, this coupon code will go. Okay, so please come and check out the content as well, or you can just come and take the file from study material section. There is no problem there. Okay, with that being said, let's start with this tutorial in which I'll show you how to use these drawings and generate an output like this. In this class, what we're going to do is basically this. Okay, in the last class, we had taken all the drawings, so different drawings from RCDC, and we have put them in this one drawing. Okay, now I'm going to show you by using Excel sheet and by using Etabs. All right, how you can use all these values that you can see here, right? You can use all these values and you can use this Excel sheet and you can change the data that you are seeing here. Okay, as I have said previously also, you cannot blindly accept the data that comes out of RCDC. Okay, so I'll show you how to change all that, and there is a first part of the problem. The second is I'll be showing you how to go to layout. Okay, and how to create your own layout, not like this. Okay, how to create a proper submission drawing for your client. Okay, I'll be showing you how you can change a few things here few things here or there, so that the drawing will look a bit more appealing. Okay, with that being said, let's get started. The very first thing that I want to discuss is how we can tweak the drawing a bit. Okay, to tweak the drawing, what I mean is, for example, if you don't like this color scheme that we have here, that is yellow, and I think this is some other color. Uh, okay, if you just open this, you can see all these different colors will be here. Okay, if you don't like all these colors, if you want to change it, what you can do is you can just select this option from here. Okay, select this option, right click. After right click, I want to go to the option called as select similar. Okay, so let me explain what I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to change the color scheme of my columns. I don't want this yellow and this yellow to come and create a issue. So what I'll do is I just select this. Okay, I'll just select the either one on this entire thing. You can select either one of them, right click, and then click on select similar. Okay, if you see RCDC, what it does is it all this concrete lines, it has put it in one single layer. Okay, so that's a very good thing for us. So the entire drawing, this entire setup can be changed. Okay, so what you have to do, you have to just select the line that you want to change the color of, right click, and click on select similar. Once that is done, for example, I want to make it say red, blue and green, for example. So I'll go for the red option over here. Okay, red. So all of them are going to be red. Then I'll select this. I'll right click. I'll click on select similar. Okay, let me make them as green, for example. Okay, all right. And this, I'll select all of them. I'll right click. I click on select similar. Where's that option? Okay, and then instead of this option, I'll just make them as blue. Okay, any color of blue will work for you. If you want to make it light, you can make it light. If you can go for more colors, you can go for more colors. You can find the kind of blue that you want to add there. Okay, if you want to go for lighter tone, you can go for lighter tone also. So it becomes like this. Okay, red, green, and blue. Okay, see, why am I doing this is because whenever you send the drawings to your client, right, you will send them in a proper PDF, the color PDF, that's so that they can see and everything. So your first impression should be very good. Okay, you must be thinking, anyhow we print the drawings in black and white, why do all this? Okay, because many a times what happens, we have all these new mobile applications in which you can open up AutoCAD files. So the clients and everything, when we explain them something, we'll open up that file in our phones or in our tablets and explain them there. So on that time, in that juncture, this drawing should look beautiful. Okay, they shouldn't look bland like how they look when you take it from the RCDC. Okay, that's the very first thing. And if you want to increase the size, for example, okay, for example, if you see at the C12, C1, all of them are very small in size, right? So what I will do is I'll just come over here. For example, this is the thing that I want. I click on match properties, and I can just go and match the property like this. Okay, or what you can do is instead of matching the properties, you can just come over here, double click on this. Okay, or just select this, right click on this, just come out of the command for a second, right click, go for properties, you'll find the text height option. Okay, height is 200, I'll make it 300 for example. Okay, so it becomes a bit bigger. So when you have a printout in A3 or A4 something, uh, A3, A2 or A1, okay, the bigger the size, the smaller these drawings will look there. So once this is done, what you can do is you can just right click, go for select similar, then right click, go for the properties, and just where is the height? Okay, height just make it 300 like this. Okay, so in one go, what happens? You have increased the size of all your column numberings and everything. Okay, the same thing you can do for this also. And instead of having this gray tone, if you want to have a white tone, let's select this, go for select similar, and just come change the gray to white like this. Okay, so you can make all these small changes wherever you want. For example, if you want to change this text color to red or something else, you can do that. Okay, once you have all these changes, what I want you to do is I want you to come to layout. Okay, I want to come to layout, and the very first thing that you're seeing, this is called as viewport. Okay, this is viewport. This is by default you have. All right, so if you double click, you can get inside this viewport and you can zoom in and zoom out. Hit escape, you can come out, or just double click outside and you'll be there in the page layout. So what I want to do is I want to delete this viewport. So let me just delete this viewport first. Okay, why did I do that? Because I want to set up this page as per my needs. For example, I want an A3 layout. I don't want this default layout that we have. Okay, so what I'll do is you can go to the layout tab over here. Okay, you can go for new or you can go for page setup, either one. I go for page setup option. Okay, so that's the very first thing that we did. We completely manipulated everything that we wanted to change here. We made this look a bit more appealing than just the color scheme that was there before. Okay, after which we came to the layout. I have deleted the viewport. Now I'm gonna change the size of this paper. Okay, so I'll come to the layout tab. See, one more question is people generally confuse this. If you go to model, you don't get the layout tab. Okay, you have to be in layout to get the layout tab. Okay, only in this you get these options. All right, so come in the layout tab, go for page setup. Okay, click on modify here. Okay, right now what is it? It is 8.5 cross 11 landscape. So click on modify. I'll just explain if I want to change or anything. So I want to create a PDF out of it. So I'll just go to the to PDF option. Okay, so it looks like this. I'll come over here and I'll go for my A3 size. Okay, I'll come from my A3 size and you can see this is how it looks. Okay, 420 and 297 mm, and make sure that the scales that you are using in the drawing and here is same. Okay, if you see my columns and everything, they're 400 plus 400 columns, so they are in mm. So this is also this has to be also in mm only. Okay, once this is done, you can come here if you want to make it be, monochrome and everything, you can do that, but right for now let's not do that. Okay, let's just leave it at none only. Okay, so what you're supposed to do, you're supposed to come to the new option, click on page setup, and click on modify. And after clicking on modify, you have to select DWG to PDF. Okay, because we're not taking a printout over here, we just create PDFs and then we can take the print of PDFs, no problem. Okay, then you come and select the size that you want. I want A3 size and I want it to be in landscape mode. Okay, not portrait but landscape. Okay, so it's going to be in the landscape mode. Then make sure the units of your drawing and the units of this page match. Okay, if that is in inches and this is an mm, it will not match up. Okay, after that, if you want to change it to monochrome, that is make it black and white or grayscale, you can use those options from here. Or if you have any patterns that you want to show, you can go for fill patterns and all those options. But for now, I'll keep the style as none. Okay, once you have done all of this, then click on OK. So you can see the page has become a bit bigger now compared to before. The page has become bigger now. Now I want to add my viewport. Okay, how do I add my viewport? So you can come over here, layout is there. Next to it, what do we have? Layout viewports. Okay, so in this option you can come and you can import the viewport and everything. But before we import that, there's one more thing that we have to add, and that is what? That is we have to insert our drawings. We have our entire setup, right? A title block is what we basically call it as. So you can go to insert, and in the insert option you can either come to insert block. Okay, let me just come over here. There's some of the blocks over here. So block of from libraries, I'll go to that option and you can see I have the option available for me over here. Okay, I can just drag and place this option over here. Okay, control Z. Let me control Z again. Let me close this. So what did I do? I'm in the layout tab. In the layout tab, I went to my insert option. In the insert option, I went to my block. Okay, in the insert over here, and I went for block from libraries, and then I was able to import it from there. Okay, now for example, if I come back to my model and if I come to my home, okay, yeah, all I have to do is click on this new option. Okay, when you click on the new option, by default you have this ACAD things that we use. Okay, this template that we use. But if you come down over here, you can see title blocks. See, generally your company will provide you title block, their own style in which they submit their drawings. Each and every company has their own format for this. Okay, so these are by default from the AutoCAD that we get. All right, so this is very hard to come, you have to find all these templates out. Okay, what you can do is if you go for the insert option again here, blocks, yeah, in the insert option, go for blocks from libraries, you get an option to browse. Okay, you have to go and browse here. Okay, architectural title block, you can click on open. So, and then you can select this and you can bring it in over here, just drag and bring it over in over here. Okay, but see, the scale will not match, so bringing it in here doesn't make any sense, so just delete this off. Okay, so what I did, you can go for the browsing option and you can go and browse it wherever it is and you can take it from there. If you want to know the location, click on this option and you can come over here, you can read the entire method where it is, in which folder you can find it. Okay, so let me just close all this. I'll provide this file to you, don't worry. Okay, if you're not able to find it, I'll provide this, you can take it from there directly. So you just have to go to browse. If you have it in downloads, just go and click on the option and you'll be able to import. Okay, you should know where the file is at the end of the day. So come back to layout now. I'll drag this. Okay, just come over here and let me just place this to the best of my ability, and let me just close this. So now if you see, this is my page size and this is the entire size of my title block. So how do I resize this thing? So what I want to do is I want to select this. Okay, you can see there are so many options and everything available. So what you can do is you can basically go to the scale option. Okay, just select this option. Okay, select the object. Okay, click enter. Specify the base point. This is going to be my base point. Okay, and then you have copy and reference, two options. I'll go for reference option, click enter. Okay, then just select this option, go all the way to the corner. If you want to open up the ortho, open up the ortho, open this up and then just drag it back in how much ever possible. Okay, let me explain what I did. So this is how it is. I want to go to the scale command first. Go to the scale command, select object, it is there, so select the object and then give enter. Okay, then specify the base point. I want to select this as my base point. After I selected the base point, you can see it is increasing and decreasing in size. Okay, if you want to increase it like this and you want to drop it like this, go ahead and do it, but it won't work for you. Okay, so what you have to do is go to the scale option, go to this option. Okay, give enter, then specify the base point. This is the base point that I want to select. Then go for the reference option. In the reference, what happens is will tell this is the entire length. Okay, I'm telling this upfront, this is my entire length. Okay, this length I want you to decrease it to this much. Okay, it is snapping over there again and again, so it doesn't matter, we just come and leave it over there. So once this is done, see the anything beyond this dotted lines, okay, it doesn't get printed. So all these things has to be well within these dotted lines for it to be shown on the paper. So how do I do this further? I'll select this entire object. Okay, I'll select this, I'll explode it. Okay, I'll explode this entire thing. After exploding it, what I'll do, I'll go for the stretch command. Okay, just select the object, give enter, and just drag it down like this. Okay, you can see it is still fumbling a little. You can just drag it down and we can just bring it well within the value. Same thing I will do here. I'll repeat the steps again. Go for the stretch command. Okay, select the side that you want to increase or decrease. Okay, pull or push, then give enter, then select that edge that you want to pull in and you can just pull it in to whatever dimension that you want. Once the entirety of it is in, I want you to select the entire image, go for the move command and just bring this side a little bit inside. Okay, the ortho is on, so it is not snapping properly. So let's just try once more. Something like this is enough, I guess. Okay, it went out a bit. Just bring it back in a little bit. Go for the move command again. This much. Okay, so you have to try your best to bring the entire drawing within this limits. If you don't want all this user this and this option, just select and delete them off. Okay, that's up to you. I think there must be other methods also that you can use to resize your title block, but this is the method that I use. So once this is done, okay, once this is done, I want you to go back to the layout tab. In this, I want you to go to the insert view option. In the insert, okay, you can go for insert view option or you can go for rectangle. Okay, if you go for insert view, it will ask you what you want to insert. This much I want to insert, click on enter. Okay, it will come like this and you can place it over here. Or I'll just control Z this, or what you can do is go for rectangle option and draw the rectangles that you want to draw. For example, I want one of them to be here. So I'll just come over here double click, I'll go inside. I'll just try to adjust this to the best of my ability. If it is not adjusting properly, I'll go for this option. Let me come for zoom. Okay, zoom window. I'll just draw a window over here. Okay, and it zooms in like this. Okay, I'll double click outside. It looks something like this. Okay, I'll take a rectangle again. Let me explain. I'll draw the rectangle over here. Once the rectangle is drawn, I'll double click, activate this viewport. See, if you double click only, the viewport gets activated. Okay, if you click outside two times, it goes away. So let me double click over here, activate it. Now what did I do? I went for my option. Okay, if you just open this, you can see zoom window option is there. I just want to zoom onto this much. Okay, and just do this. So it will zoom in properly. Double click, you will get outside. After which, what I want to do is I will go for again a rectangle. I'll draw a proper rectangle from here to here. Okay, once that is done, this is the part that I want to use. So I'll double click this, activate this viewport, select this option, and just draw it from here to here. Okay, if you want to zoom in some more, we can try it once more. Okay, it will come something like this. Okay, so once all of it is done, and if you want to move these viewports all together, we have come to move option. Just come in, move them a bit here. Okay, whatever nodes that you have, general nodes, you can mention all your general nodes over here. Just copy and paste them. You can even use the text tool. Okay, and you can just copy them and paste whatever you have your general nodes. Okay, if you want to change the text style and everything, you can change the text style and everything. Double click this, control and select everything, and you can see there's so many text styles available here. If I want to use Times New Roman, for example, I just come up Times New Roman. Whatever I want to use, I can use it. Okay, just go for it. Go for the properties, and here you can see it is top justified. Whatever the information is there, everything is available here. If you want to decrease the text, you can make it 0.15 also. It becomes smaller. Okay, if you make it 0.1, it becomes even more smaller. Okay, so you can do all this. There are other methods also. Okay, in which you go to the fields option and do everything. I don't tend to do all that. Okay, because most of my sheet is already ready, so my general notes also are same. I just copy paste it. I just come over here. I take a text tool. I drop a text. I mention the name of the client and everything. Okay, I mention my name if I'm doing the project. If it is someone else's project, their name goes here. I'll just come and mention the what is the sheet number and everything, date. Okay, and we send the drawing over. That's all we do. All right, so you do this much, and then I want to print this thing. So you have to hit Control P. Okay, either you can go for the option over here. Okay, plot option, or you can hit Control P. If you hit Control P, all my settings that I have made are safe now. I'll click on OK. I'll go to the folder that I want to save it in. Go for new folder. All columns layout PDF. I'll save this. Okay, it'll take some time, but it'll work, and it'll look something like this. Okay, let me minimize this. Let me go for Control P again, and this time I'll do monochrome. Monochrome. Okay, I'll click on OK. I'll make it as layout 1, field copy, and click on save. It'll take some time, but it looks something like this. Okay, this is how I think even you are used to looking at drawings there. Okay, now we'll come back to the AutoCAD part. Okay, we'll come back to the AutoCAD part over here in the model part, and if you see here, this information is something that we don't need as such. Okay, this is this if you want to change it, okay, just select this and delete this. Just double click over here, come over here, base to ground floor, give this much information. Okay, as I have said, the RCDC is not going to generate 100% accurate drawings for you. You have to make some manipulations from your end. Alright, so just pull this a bit down like this, and if I want to change the color of this, select the whole thing, and if you want to just keep it white, okay, so let me select this. By layer, I'll just make it white. Okay, like this. You can do this. When you do that, what happens? Here it will change. Here it will look properly, base to ground floor, and if you come back to the layout tab, you can see it looks base to ground floor. Whatever changes you are making here, the same changes will be reflected there. So all you have to do is select all of them one by one like this, and just delete them off. Okay, you can just rename them later. Alright, that's the very first thing that you can do, and you can change everything that you want. Same thing goes here. If there's any other information that you don't want it to be there, you can just remove it off, no problem. Okay, you can just copy and paste all of them up. You can use ortho command for that. Okay, so once that is done, there's one more thing that I want to discuss with you was this. Okay, see here we have got 400 plus 400, our column is there, right? So I'll just come over here. So basically how they will read is like this. So for example, they want to know what is C12, C13, C11, C14. Okay, where do they find this columns? They come and read this here, C12, C13, C11 and C14. Okay, then they'll come to this drawing over here and they'll see what kind of reinforcement do they have, C12, C13, C11 and C14. Okay, right now it is looking small, but when you print it, it will be in a A3 size sheet paper, so it will be quite big. So they'll come over here and they'll come and see. Okay, so they are demanding how much amount of reinforcement this particular columns. They want 12 of 12 dia bar columns over there. And what kind of links do they want? They want this type of links to be there for them. Okay, and what is going to be the spacing of those links? It is also mentioned over here. All right, this is how they'll come and read it. So here if you see 12t of whatever they have information they have given, you can change this. Okay, it is not mandatory that you have to follow the same thing. How do you change this? For this you have to open up Etabs. Okay, if you open up Etabs and you come and see here the kind of reinforcement it is 1280 reinforcement is there. Okay, the four corner columns, square columns is what we're talking about. Okay, so it is 1280 we have. So I'll open up my Excel sheet. See, I will give 400 to 400. Why am I giving this information? Because this is the size of my columns. If you come and see here, C1 to C13 and everything, the size of them is 400 plus 400. Okay, so I'll just minimize this and the PT comes as 0.8. So IS required is 1280 and what we have provided is 1357. Okay, so 12 bars of 12 number of 12 dia bars we have provided. Now for example, I want to change this. Okay, just for an example, what will I do? I'll decrease the number of bars. For example, I make it 8 bars and I'll provide 16 of this. Okay, so it becomes 1608. Or what I'll do, so instead of providing 8 bars, I'll provide 6 bars. For example, okay, required is 1280, provided is 1206. I'll provide 2 of 12. Okay, so 1433 is coming. So instead of having basically your 12 of all of them being 12, okay, two of them are going to be 12, rest of them are going to be 16. But instead of providing 12 bars, how many bars am I providing now? I'm providing 8 bars only. Okay, so let me just open up Paint so that I can explain this point properly. So initially what was going to happen is I have my columns, okay, column going from my foundation level, something here. Okay, your footing will come in the bottom over here. Okay, then you have all your LD and everything coming over here and lapping, everything is done. So all my levels are there, right? Let me just bring it a bit down like this. For example, these are the number of levels I have. Okay, so what was going to happen is I was going to have 12 bars going from footing to my topmost level. Okay, so 12 bars are gonna go from here to there. Okay, the amount of reinforcement is too huge if you think in that terms. Okay, 12 bars are gonna go all the way from here to here. Okay, just imagine the amount of money that is required for you to pull 12 bars all the way from the foundation to the topmost bar. Okay, so what you can do, instead of providing 12 of them, you can go for 16 dia bar and reduce the number of bars. Okay, so instead of providing how many 12, you're providing only 8. Okay, so instead of 12 of them going all the way from here to here, only 8 of them will be going. So you have to come over here and you have to decide which bars you're going to remove. Okay, I leave that up to you totally. And if you want to see here 16 and 12 is there, I'll just copy the same thing over here. I'll control see this, control V this. I'll bring it over here. Okay, I'll just match it over here, no problem. Okay, like this. So now what I'll do, I'll just select these bars. I'll copy them again. You can use whatever object you want. If you want to use the centroid, you can use centroid. If you want the topmost part, you can use this. And let me just unlock this from here. And I just come in, paste it over here. Okay, that way it will create a difference between this bars and those bars. Okay. It's not snapping properly. I just explain it over here. Okay. Just explain it over here. So we have to provide how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How many? 6 bars. So what I'll do is I'll get rid of 2 bars. Okay. I'll keep 6 here. I'll just make it over here. Then what I'll do, I'll just use my stretch command, right? Keep the ortho on, just like this. Your work is done. Same thing I'll do here. I'll move this from here. I'll bring it here. I'll just turn the ortho off for a second. I'll bring this over here. Once that is done, I'll turn the ortho back on. For again, stretch command. Select the tool, give it enter, and I'll just try to bring it in. Just like this part also. Give it enter. Then I should be able to move it in. Okay. Let's select this. Try to move this part only. Let me just take over X command, explode this, select this, move it from there to here. Okay, so like this you can change it. Okay, only if you want to change this. Then you have to just copy this whatever you have done here, right? These few things. Okay, you just copy them, you just take them up, and you can just separate them like how they have separated over here. Okay, once you have done this much, you can just copy paste this for the rest of them, no problem. Okay, again, why did I explain this? If you have to make it economic, this is what it's supposed to do. Okay, if you go for RCDC, RCDC will give you good results, but just think about it logically as we have done over here. 12 bars going from here to here is going to cost you a lot. Okay, better to go with 8 bars. All right. So with that being said, I'll wind up this class here. I hope you have understood how to create your own drawings, how to get them in this particular format. Again, as I have said, each and every company will have their own title block and the way they want the drawings to be represented. Okay, so it is up to you. Once you have generated the AutoCAD files like this in the by using RCDC, you can manipulate them. You can change the colors in the color format that they want. Okay, even the text also. Not if they don't want to use this particular text. Okay, you can just right click and go for the properties, and you can select the kind of text that they want from here, and you can change the text style also. If you come over here, you can just whatever style they want and go for the style. Okay, so all these things that you can do, again, 80 to 85% drawings RCDC will give it to you. The modification part is up to you. Okay, if you do that much, it'll easily save a lot of time for you. Okay, with that being said, I'll wind up this class over here. See you guys in the next class. Thank you.